of the day, within the framework of the project of the Ministry of Justice, the news of legislation, we continue to present you the most significant legal acts adopted during this week. Let's start with the government decision which approves the regulation on the procedure for organizing and holding Olympiads among students for general education organizations. According to the regulation, the following types of Olympiad on general subjects are organized among pupils: Main Olympiad, Additional Republican Olympiads, Online Olympiad, Prestigious International Olympiads, Regional International Olympiads. The main Olympiads are held in 4 stages, divided into 2 groups in certain subjects. At the 4th stage of the main Olympiad, the Ministry of Public Education issues electronic certificates that provide the right to receive the maximum score in the entrance exams to the state higher educational institutions in the subject of specialization to students who took 1st, 2nd, and 3rd places. Students receive this certificate in computer science and information technology are entitled to receive the maximum score while the entrance exams to state universities in the subject of specialization. The winner of prestigious international Olympiads who work as teachers in educational institutions are paid a monthly perk of 150% to the salary, at the winners of the Republican stage of the main Olympiads 100% to the official salary. The second document is the standard regulation on the activities of internal anti-corruption control structures. In accordance with the provision, the internal anti-corruption control structures are responsible for taking measures for early detection and prevention of corruption cases, elimination of their causes and conditions, prevention of conflict of interest, and the formation of intolerant attitude toward corruption. The main tasks of the supervisory structures are the prevention of corruption offenses in the organization, ensuring and monitoring the effective functioning of the anti-corruption system in the organization. The third act is the decision of the Cabinet of Ministers on measures to increase the level of housing coverage for students of higher educational institutions. According to the resolution, student dormitories will be built on the basis of public-private partnerships. Up to 0.5 hectares of land will be allocated to the university from nearby land by the regional authorities for the construction of residential buildings. On a land plot or in a building owned by an entrepreneur, a housing system for at least 50 people will be introduced. For entrepreneurs who open canteens and canteens of universities, the minimum rental rates for the use of state real estate are applied. In total, 225 student dormitories will be built across the Republic. The fifth act is the presidential decree on the simplification of custom procedure and further improvement of the organizational structure of the state custom service bodies. The decree provides the phased creation of customs posts for remote electronic declaration in the following regions. From October 1st, 2021, in the Customs Departments of Tashkent, Sirdarya, Kashkadarya, and Horizon regions. From April 1st, 2022, in other territorial offices. From October 1st, 2021, the remote electronic declaration post will remotely process electronic customs cargo declaration of participant in foreign economic activity. Starting from December 1st, 2021, at the checkpoints of cars across the state border of the Republic of Uzbekistan, the tasks of checking and drawing up the relevant documentation for the goods of veterinary and phytosanitary authorities are carried out through the single window system or information system integrated with it. The practice of stamping and registering shipping documents by veterinary and phytosanitary authorities has been abolished. From January 1st, 2022, overpaid or collected customs payments are returned to the foreign economic activity participant within 3 working days. The minimum period for deferral or installment payment of customs payment is set at 14 days. During this period, no interest is charged. The sixth act is the presidential decree on measures to radically improve contract relations. According to the decree from December 1st, 2021, the following will be cancelled: a ban on the acceptance by commercial banks of payments for delivered products at the expense of third parties, the requirement for the mandatory establishment of advance payment in contracts for the supply of goods concluded by economic entities with a state share of 50% or more, the requirement for the mandatory establishment of an advance in contracts concluded between producers of agriculture and livestock products and procurement organizations. Individuals are allowed mutual lending and repayment of funds in foreign currency by notarization of loan agreements. According to the decree, an escrow system will be introduced when buying and selling products and making other transactions through electronic trading platforms. From 2022-2023 academic year, contracts for studying at the university will be concluded in electronic form. The last act for today is the law on amendments and addition to the tax code. A tax regime has been introduced that provides for a special taxation procedure in certain regions. Selected regions include Soh district of Fergana region, Chungar Mahalla of Rishtan region, Mahalla Shahimardan, Yordon of Fergana region, and two Toshtepa streets, Hosilot Mahalla. In certain regions, tax rates are set in the following amount: for income tax and profit tax, 1%; for entrepreneurs, 25,000 sums on a quarterly basis; social tax for legal entities, 1%; for individual entrepreneurs, at least one base desired value per year; for value-added tax, 1%. State bodies provide tax authorities with information on taxable objects in electronic form in real time. These were all the documents that we wanted to introduce. Thank you for your attention. You can familiarize yourself with the full text of the above acts on the lex.us website and find out all the news of the legislation in our Telegram channel, Legal Information.